Welcome to the channel. This is your space for growth, clarity, and real change. If you're ready to break old patterns, build a stronger mindset, and become the best version of yourself, you're in the right place. Let's rise, one step at a time. Before we begin, let's quickly understand what this video is and what it is not. The 555 manifestation technique is a simple practice where you write one clear statement 55 times a day for 5 days. The goal is not to magically attract money, but to focus your mind, build awareness, and influence your daily decisions. In this video, you'll see how this technique works through a realistic story. But it's important to understand, this is not a get-rich-quick method. This does not guarantee financial results, and it does not replace real-world actions like budgeting, saving, and responsible decision-making. Instead, this method works best when your statement is clear and realistic. You stay consistent for all 5 days. And most importantly, your actions align with what you write. Think of this as a mental training exercise, one that helps you pause, think, and make better financial choices over time. So, as you watch this story, focus not just on the writing, but on how the thinking and actions begin to change. In this video, I'll show you what happened when one person tried this seriously. This is the story of Arav, not a millionaire, not someone who got lucky, just an ordinary person who decided to take control of his thinking and slowly changed his financial life. Arav lived in Sydney. His life was stable. He had a job. He paid his rent. He managed his day-to-day expenses. From the outside, nothing seemed wrong, but inside, something felt off. Every month followed the same pattern. His salary would come in. For a moment, there was relief. Then slowly, the money would disappear. Bills, groceries, transport, and then small things. Coffee, food delivery, online purchases. Nothing extreme, nothing irresponsible, at least not obviously. But by the end of the month, there was almost nothing left. No real savings, no progress, just survival. And over time, that started to feel heavy. One night, Arav sat in his apartment, laptop open, bank account on the screen. He refreshed the page again, as if something might change. It didn't. He stared at the number, not shocked, not surprised, just tired. And then, for the first time, he asked himself a different question. Why does money come into my life, but never stay? It wasn't a complaint. It was curiosity. And that question changed everything. A few days later, Arav met Mira, an old colleague, someone he hadn't seen in years. Back then, they were similar. Same mindset, same habits, same struggles. But now, Mira felt different, calm, focused, not rich, but in control. They sat down for coffee. After some small talk, Arav asked, "Did something change for you?" Mira smiled. "Yes." "Better job?" "No." "More money?" "Not at first." Arav leaned forward. "Then what?" She paused and said, "I changed how I think about money." Arav expected something complex, a strategy, an investment tip, but instead, Mira said. "I started a simple practice. It's called the 555 technique." Arav frowned slightly. "That sounds like one of those internet trends." Mira nodded. "It is simple, but it works if you do it properly." She explained. "You write one clear statement 55 times a day for 5 days. That's it? That's the structure," she said. "But the real power is in how it changes your thinking." Before Arav could get excited, Mira added something important. "This is not magic. It won't make money appear. It won't replace real financial responsibility." She looked at him directly. "It only works if your actions align with what you write." That caught his attention. This wasn't about wishing. It was about awareness and behavior. That night, Arav sat down to begin. He opened a notebook, picked up a pen, and paused. What should I write? His first instinct was, "I want to be rich," but something felt off. Too vague, too distant. He remembered Mira's advice. Be specific. So he tried again. "I consistently manage my money wisely and build savings." That felt better. Clear, realistic, action-focused. So he began writing. Day 1. The first few lines were easy, but as he continued, the repetition started to feel uncomfortable. By the 15th time, this feels pointless. By the 30th, nothing is happening. By the 45th, this is a waste of time. But he kept going. Line 55. Done. No transformation, no sudden insight. Just completion, even though it felt repetitive. Something subtle was happening. For the first time, Arav had focused on one financial idea for an extended period. No distractions, no avoidance, just attention. And attention is powerful. On day 2, the writing felt slightly easier, still repetitive, but familiar. And later that evening, something unexpected happened. He opened a food delivery app, something he did often. Almost automatically, his finger hovered over the order button, and then a thought appeared. I manage my money wisely. He paused, not for long, but long enough to think, do I really need this? That question had never appeared before. He closed the app and made food at home. By day 3, the sentence was no longer just in the notebook. It was in his mind. When he spent money, he noticed it. When he made decisions, he questioned them, not with guilt, but with awareness. And that awareness began to change his behavior. On day 4, something deeper happened. He didn't just write the words. He felt them. He imagined having, saving, feeling secure, making calm financial decisions. That emotional connection made the practice stronger. By day 5, the repetition no longer felt forced. It felt natural. The sentence made sense. It felt believable. And when he finished the final 55 lines, he realized something important. Nothing had changed externally, but internally, everything had shifted. Arav didn't suddenly have more money, but he had something better. Awareness. He started noticing where his money went, how he made decisions, why he spent the way he did, and that awareness gave him control. The next step was critical, because writing alone wasn't enough. So Arav began taking small actions, tracking expenses, reducing unnecessary spending, planning basic budgets. Nothing extreme, just consistent. Earlier, his pattern was simple: impulse, spend, regret. Now it became pause, think, decide. That small shift changed everything. Within a few weeks, he noticed something new. Savings, small but real, and more importantly, intentional. Then came a challenge, an unexpected expense, something he couldn't avoid. The old Arav would panic, but this time he paused. He remembered his statement, "I manage my money wisely," and instead of reacting, he responded. He used his savings, adjusted his budget, moved forward calmly. That's when Arav understood something. The technique didn't give him money. It gave him control over his decisions. He didn't stop after 5 days. He created a new statement. "I increase my income through responsible and consistent effort." Again, 55 times, 5 days. And again, his thinking began to shift. Now, Arav noticed things he had ignored before. Ways to improve skills, ways to contribute more, ways to grow slowly, responsibly. He also noticed something else: opportunities that looked attractive but unrealistic, promises of fast money, easy success, guaranteed returns. Earlier, he might have believed them. Now he didn't, because his thinking had changed. Months passed. The changes were not dramatic, but they were consistent. He saved more, spent more consciously, felt less stress, and over time, that consistency created stability. One evening, Arav looked back at his journey, and he realized the writing didn't attract money. It changed how he behaves with money. The 555 technique is not magic. It is focus. It is repetition. It is awareness. It helps you think clearly, act intentionally, build better habits, and those habits create results over time. If you want to try it, start simple. Choose one clear statement. Write it 55 times for 5 days, and most importantly, match it with action, because real change doesn't come from writing alone. It comes from what you do after